This is word for word, verbatim, from the Jerusalem Post by Benjamin Netanyahu in 1990. If we get caught, they will just replace us with a person from the same cloth. So it doesn't matter what you do. America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece until there is nothing left but the world's biggest welfare state that we create and control. Why? Because it's God's will. And America is big enough to take the hit, so we can do it again and again and again. This is what we do to the countries that we hate. We destroy them very slowly, but we make them suffer for refusing to be our slaves.
This is who our government is saying is our greatest ally. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, are you okay being a cash cow? Are you okay just being a resource for another country? Are you okay with being used as a tool? That's exactly what Benjamin think you are. And for anybody who can read this or hear this and say, hey, no, that's not the case, you're blind, you're deaf and dumb.
Tonight, we're talking about the one topic every politician treats like a live hand grenade. That's right, Israel's influence on America. Everybody pretends it's a conspiracy theory until you look at the money, the lobbying, and the voting, and the way Ted Cruz goes into a panic attack anytime you say, stop funding. Okay, I'm not here to whisper about it. I'm here about the uncomfortable truth. And the uncomfortable truth is, ladies and gentlemen, America may be occupied. Buckle up, hot dogs and tacos. I'm Scott. This is the OTPH show. Now let's do the damn thing.
Verbatim, from the Jerusalem Post by Benjamin Netanyahu in 1990.
This is wild.
If we get caught, they will just replace us with a person from the same cloth. So it doesn't matter what you do. America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece until there is nothing left.
Listening to this makes me mad. Like, it just confirms all the thoughts that I had before and all the things. Because I got a couple other things, too, that we're going to talk about historically that's happened here in America, where we've been burned by our greatest ally, I guess, is what we've been told, you know, and then we've been told biblically that if we don't, you know, adhere to giving these people money for nothing, then, you know, we're racist and or anti-Semitic or whatever it is. And yeah, you like the new intro? Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So I wanted to do something different because Scotty was supposed to come back on. And then Scotty does what Scotty does best, and he decided he wanted to not play by the rules. So, but I like the intro and I like the new background. So thank you for being here with me this evening. Make sure you like this out or share this out with everybody you think is going to like this live stream. Let's get the fucking comments lit up. Luigi, buddy. How you doing, man? Always good to have you here. So also, Red and Luigi, I have two specific designs that I'm specifically working on, and I'm going to put up in my in my store specifically for you guys. And they're actually, I think they'll fit you perfectly. So I can't wait to get up and show you guys what I got for you. So, and in Luigi, it's not the one that I showed you the other day. So anyways, back to this. This pisses me off more than anything ever. And the reason it pisses me off so badly is because we're told that these individuals are here for us, but this is literally from Benjamin Netanyahu in 1990. Like, you can go and it's archived. You can go and look at this article yourself, which I did, and it pissed me off even more to know that it's actually fucking real. Yeah, let's go.
But the world's biggest welfare state that we create and control. Why? Because it's God's will. And America is big enough to take the hit, so we can do it again and again and again. This is what we do to the countries that we hate.
So I'm not saying that, you know, JFK was assassinated because he wanted to know how Israel got uranium and got enough stuff together to make a nuclear bomb. I don't think that has anything to do with it, does it? I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. I always want to know what you're thinking.
We destroy them very slowly, but we make them suffer for refusing to be our slaves.
This is who our government is saying is our greatest
and
ally.
This is what they truly believe, though. This is like the true. I'm going to get this guy out of here because I don't want to hear him. But this is the true faith that they have. That's what they really think. You see what I'm saying? Like, the term goyim is not a very nice term. Do you see? Not a nice term for people that are considered a Gentile. right? And you can go look at it in the Talmud and all the stuff if you want. Go ahead. It's all right there. It's all for you to read. And you should. Just like you should read the Quran, not know it and study it in your heart, be a Christian, and Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. And that is very true, especially after you go and you read these other faiths, what's real and what's fake, and we can also argue the fact that Jesus was killed by these individuals and they still continue to call themselves the chosen one after, everybody knows the Christians are the chosen people. And that's why they don't like it. They don't like that anybody can, through faith, through Jesus Christ, anybody can, go to heaven, if you would, right? And be a part with the Heavenly Father. They don't like that. They don't like that that you don't follow their rules, because this is generational. Okay. This is centuries of this train of thought, this mind that they have. And some would argue too, there's a bunch of skeptics would say that Israel is not actually Hasidic Jews. So, Semitic, sorry. They're actually Ashkenazi, and they're European. So they're Jewish by faith, which again, Judaism, the Jewish faith is a ethno religious. So it's an ethnicity and it's also a faith. So I know it's complicated, just like dealing with these people, just like this other thing too. This is pretty complicated. Now I haven't confirmed this, but I saw this. Somebody had sent me this video over on TikTok, so I had to play it for you guys.
Did you know that Benjamin Netanyahu graduated from high school in Pennsylvania? He was on the debate team, chess team, honor society, in the Soccer Hall of Fame in Pennsylvania. Now they want his name gone off the record books.
Really? No shit, they want his name gone off the record books. Because then he would be a traitor to America. And he's not even, in all actuality, he's not even from Israel. He's a Polish Jew. So there you go. There you have it.
From Poland. In the 1920s,
I knew that anyways.
Netanyahu. He lived in New York City from 1940 on. In 1944, he married his wife in New York City. Upon arriving in modern-day Israel, Netanyahu, known as Bibi, was conceived. But at 7, they moved to the U.S. And he has been educated here, he has worked here, and he has played here. He is an American citizen.
So then that would lead me to my next thing that I'm going to say is chaos out of control, right? Which is a conspiracy theory that's out there, that they actually create the problem so then they can give you the solution, right? They already know the solution. They just create the problem and then they already have the solution waiting for you to just bite the hook. You know what I mean? And most people do. I mean, look at the jab. Look at how everything happened with COVID, with the lockdowns and all that shit. Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. Okay. But if this is real, if this is true, then this man should be tried for treason. And he should be in Guantanamo Bay. He's already wanted for war crimes, but you can't stop for trial if you're constantly in war. If you're constantly in a state of war, well, how the hell am I going to go and face trial? I'm in the middle of a war. I can't, guys. What are you doing? Which I think is a load of shit. And nobody has done anything at all. Don't worry. It's all coming to a head, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Like with Trump calling out for help with the Strait of Hormuz, and nobody's helping. Nobody's lifting a finger. Not even the Jews. The Jews aren't even fucking doing anything, and they're right there. Everybody's like, yeah, no, we're not going to get involved. Okay, fine, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need the oil here, guys. Just letting you know. This was another tactic to get everybody to show their ass. And everybody fucking showed their ass, including Bibi Netanyahu, which, in my opinion, and I think, in all honesty, we're going to help him out a little bit longer, and then we're going to fucking, sorry, we're all done. Because Trump's already said it. We're done policing the world. And I agree. I don't think that we should be dragged into these people's fights. That's what they do. What net benefit have we got from these individuals that are so-called allies? I haven't seen one benefit besides being dragged into every war. And the only reason these people over in the Middle East don't like us, these jihadis and, these radicals don't like us, is because we're interventionists, which I disagree with 100%. I don't think that we should be involved with anybody's bullshit. If you want to fight and kill each other, then fight and kill each other. Why do I have to care? Do you care when the towers fell? Did Israel come to our aid when the towers fell? No, they didn't. They were dancing and videotaping it and taking pictures of it. And that's real shit. You can go look it up right now. Are they our friends when they recently ongoing incident and with a sting operation and an espionage claim in recent years up to 2026? Reports include arrests tied to alleged Israeli-linked operations, such as a 2025-2026 case of an Israeli cybersecurity official, Thomas Artem Alexandrovich Dorovich, something like that. Anyways, it doesn't sound very fucking Jewy to me, but that's, everybody seems to forget about that. This is the national security director. Okay. Like that's the guy for Israel, and then was arrested by the FBI for child predator sting operation in Las Vegas. And everybody seemed to forget about it. And then guess what happened? He went home. Nobody said a fucking word. Nobody said anything at all about a Mossad agent, the director of the cybersecurity division for Mossad, was busted by the FBI for soliciting a minor. And he got to go back where they're not going to do anything. Listen, the IDF protested the war again on Gaza because they couldn't violate these individuals while they were being held captive. They come from a very violating culture. All of them do. It seems to be like a Middle Eastern thing. No, most people are like, that's stereotyping. Well, throw a handful of pennies in a crowd of Jews and see what happens. Yeah, baby. Woo! There's the fucking punchline. That's out. But everybody forgot about that. There was no fallout for this at all. And a Mossad-linked network or spyware was misused. Let's see. Broader claims, involved Mossad's linked network or spyware misused, affecting U.S. personnel security. No major recent sting operations, obviously, besides the one that I just talked about, where he got busted in Vegas by the FBI for soliciting a minor. Then we let him go back to Israel. Why? Why was he not fed to the wood chipper? I don't know. Okay. What I do know is that shit needs to stop. Diplomatic immunity. Fuck that shit. You don't get to come to our country and be an asshole because you have diplomatic immunity. A diplomat comes over here and behaves appropriately. Just like if I would say the same thing for any fucking politician that was to go and represent us, go to another country, I would expect them to take their shoes off at the fucking door. like a very well-mannered individual. Not come here and do whatever the fuck they want and be like, oh, diplomatic immunity, send me back. Oh, I'm an asset, guys. Sorry, you can't do nothing. Fuck you. We caught you in a sting operation trying to solicit a minor, dude. You are getting fed feet first to the wood chipper, bud. Sorry. We're going to turn you into fucking mulch. That's my opinion. Leave yours in the comments. I always want to know what you're saying. But I don't think that this should be considered a strong alliance. When these does your friend, so you mean to tell me a friend comes into your home and solicits your daughter? And that we're okay with that? This is something that we're okay with? Like, and if nobody would have caught him either. If the FBI, well, thank God the FBI was doing their fucking job for once. We're not trying to, sabotage local folks like myself getting called terrorists for showing up and bitching at the fucking local school board. But this guy right here, somebody that does something horrendous, well, we're still going to let him be here. That's fucking great. All right, let's go.
The media then.
Oh, Benny boy, look at that big old
You Jews own the media then.
Yeah, Benny boy. Fucking. And look at all that list. All these people right here. That's CBS. That's ABC. NBC. CNN. Washington Post. Oh, look at all those stars right there. Those. Oh, what are that? All owned by who? Oh, man. It's crazy. I'm going to turn the sound off. Look at that. All of them. Every single one of them. New York Times. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, NBC, our favorite place to go and get news from. Oh, look at that. And it's true. Rothschild was a Jew. The guy that developed our modern education system, the one that's, doing so great for us, and the modern medicine system that we use, which is also doing so great for us. We can't even figure out the leading problem with heart disease, which is what is that? Myocarditis, where the heart sac fills with water or whatever the fuck it is, or it starts to fill with fluid or whatever it is. We can't even figure out how to solve that problem. Huh. This is just absolutely fucking crazy to me. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. They started as a bank. Listen, I'm going to do a whole episode on Rothschilds. Let's keep going, though. I turned off the sound, because I don't want to get copywritten. Well, everybody, listen. This is all real stuff. We all know it, but nobody wants to be called anti-Semitic. Nobody wants to be called a racist or somebody that doesn't care. You're right. I don't care. I don't care about a place that's all the way across the other side of the fucking world, whether it's a marble or if it's fucking flat. I don't care. It's not America. America only to me. I'm not America first anymore. I'm America only. I'm so fed up with all this. The war. I'm fed up with fucking Ukraine and Russia and China and all these other fucking places. Fuck them all. We have, think about how many veterans die every year from addiction. Okay, these people that put their lives on the line, and don't get me wrong, I love our military, but these guys willingly go and then they get treated like shit afterwards, after they put their body and their life on the line. Some of them, they choose to do it, but, look at the VA. Why do you think Trump is ripping everything down? Because it was set up purposely for this specifically. And I also think it has some things to do with World War II and how we, smuggled, Nazi war criminals over here to help build rockets. And we also used one he was like a really good spy for the CIA during the 60s and the 70s. So Yeah, and he was actually the butcher of, they called him the butcher of Leon. Look it up. I mean, Luigi, I know if you're watching, brother, you're a history buff, my man. So you already know what I'm talking about. But anybody that's a World War II buff would know, this is a real thing. And they really do this. And this is what they do. If you read in Genesis, they tell the Jews many a times to stop and buy things and just buy stuff. Don't become good at anything. You've traveled too long. Take all the gold and all that, everything else that you have, and go buy this and go buy that and go do this and go do that. And that's what they do. This is generational. These people are, I guess, from the very beginning of it all. So think about how long they've been living their lives this way. This is generational. And they're all a part of it. Every single one of them. They will stick up. I watched a street debate the other day with Myron Gaines, and I mean, it was in South Miami, which is like might as well be another Jerusalem. But anyways, this is in South Miami, and all of a sudden you just see Jews coming out of nowhere. And it's like, this is what I say. If you are so in love with that country, go fucking live over there. That's how I look at it. I'm sorry. I don't think that I should be putting any one of my people on the line for your people for nothing in return. When you've got caught stealing our tech and then selling it to the fucking Chinese, you got caught doing it. Okay? I just gave you one example previously. And now let's talk about, okay, let's get into one of my favorite parts of the show. All right, how about we do that? How about we get into the handy news? Oh, you prick. I didn't have it set up. Oh, man, it looks bad now. Fucking push the wrong button. Damn it. Hey, guys, this is the Handy News. Handy News is brought to you by... Sorry, I'm trying to get this set up first. Is brought to you by the Neon Republic. Where are you, Neon Republic? Right there. Is brought to you by the Neon Republic. Scan the QR code up in the corner. Sorry, so unprofessional, chat, but thank you so very much, Neon Republic. Scan the QR code up in the corner. Help us out here. And thank you to the Neon Republic for sponsoring tonight's Handy News update. So, New York. They had a bombing in retaliation. I wonder why. That guy's a fucking legend. Look at that. That guy's a legend. Man, just watching this gives me goosebumps. Just watching this gives me goosebumps. This is in retaliation of what we did to help Israel and the problem that they create over in the Middle East. I don't create the problem. I don't know why I have anything to do with this. I don't know why any average American has anything to do with this. When you can't even drive down the roads in New England without having to replace your fucking shocks by the end of the winter. Have you been through Massachusetts and seen their roads lately? We're worried about what? A dirt clod in the middle of where? I'm not worried about it at all. And think about how many sleeper cells are here and radicals here too as well. All because of open border policies in this communist way that everybody, why can't we be friends? Because of this fucking shit right here. This is why we can't be friends. Because you try to kill our people and take advantage of our fucking systems and our way of life. That's why we can't be friends. Motherfucker. And the thing about it is, and this is the shitty part too, is that wasn't the only thing that happened since we bombed Iran. That was just one thing. 18-year-old kid and 19-year-old kid, Amar Balet, and I can't even pronounce his name. I don't care. He's a fucking degenerate piece of garbage, and I hope they give him the chair. That's what I think should happen to him. I don't care at all. These people, in my opinion, especially getting caught red-handed, we have it on video everywhere. They're not denying it either. But these two individuals will get their day in court and blah, 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 blah. And it's just a load of shit. And all because of what? Because we got in a fight because we had to intervene, because we had to help our greatest ally that drags us into all these fucking conflicts ever since their state was founded in 1948. Which, oh, by the way, Palestine was a state way before Israel was, by the way, too. Let's just clear up that argument as well. Because Palestine was around in 1917, I believe. And there, I believe the IDF started as a terrorist organization. Now, you can go fact check me on all this stuff if you'd like to, but I'm pretty sure I'm head on. But that's not even what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the retaliation that's happening to innocent people here. Thank God that bomb didn't go off. Thank God those brave officers, that everybody fucking shits on the blue. But all those guys ran towards that fucking danger. Every single fucking one of them. Oh, cops just want to harass people. They're just harassing him because he's a fucking, it's because he's brown skinned or whatever the fucking, he doesn't speak English. No, it's because he threw a fucking bomb at police in retaliation for what we did to help Israel. But what about the people in Austin, Texas at a bar that happened? 3 people, 2 people shot and a dozen injured. All those, for what? All because we were dragged into a fight that we should have never been involved with to begin with. And that's the fucking truth. And these people don't care. They don't care. They're on lockdown after the synagogue in Michigan got attacked with a vehicle ramming and a shooting. The guy rammed his vehicle. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not gonna. He's a piece of shit. I don't believe in religious violence. These people do. They're Neanderthals. Both sides, both of them are. They fight over. I don't know what they're fighting over. One thinks that they're right. I don't know. Eye for an eye is really what they really believe in, because obviously look at the retaliation that has here, and he has nothing to fucking do with us. And that's clear retaliation. The guy rams his vehicle in, gets out of the fucking car, and starts opening fire in a synagogue. The entire fucking Jewish population is on lockdown here in America. They don't care about us. They don't care that we're sending our people over there. They're like, yeah, no, everybody grab your moils and your hits. Let's go. I just don't get it. And we get treated like shit. Gas prices, yeah. Well, again, yeah, it's always the fucking, again, the Strait of Hormuz, okay? There are so many other people that rely on that oil too as well, not just America. We don't need the oil at all. We don't even need to be over there. We were just over there for fucking 20 years. For what reason? Halliburton, a company owned by, what's his name? Cheney? Dick Cheney? Fucking turncoat scumbag. And what about his daughter? More oil. Yeah, we have plenty. Oh yeah, no, for real. Cheers. But I mean, Dick Cheney and his daughter, who's also another turncoat against America. She's another one of these turncoat fucking war hawks, and don't care about the American people, just care about power and position. That's what they fucking care about. That's why I love Trump. I don't love what he's doing right now with the whole Iran thing. But I already know there's a mean to an end to this, because like he even said this too. There's 3 superpowers in the world: Russia, China, and America. Everybody else is going to start dying off. Watch. People are going to beg for our help. They're going to beg for us to help. And we're going to be like, yeah, no, sorry, can't help you now. Sorry. Tried to help you for 40 fucking years. We've been policing the fucking world. And for some reason, We can't even keep the peace, and we can't even keep the fucking peace going on here. What makes you think we're going to be able to do it to the rest of the world? I say, people, you do what you got to fucking do to make it on your own for right now. Net zero immigration. No more foreign involvement. Unless you want to buy shit from us, like you want to buy our guns to kill each other, fuck it, whatever, that's fine. Don't care. You want to buy all of the other products, like bring back manufacturing, because that's what put us on the map to begin with. You want to buy our products from us, that's fine. We want to buy products from you. We do not want to fight or go to war for anyone. Our kids can't even fucking read. We want to go fight for people in another country that live better than us, that have free housing for their people. We give them how much money every year in our tax dollars for aid? For what? For them to steal our shit and give it to other people? For them to get us caught up in these conflicts, in these situations?
The Islamic Revolutionary Guard sent a mass text message directly to Israeli phones in Hebrew, warning civilians to flee the country. The message read, "The last American radar systems in the region have been destroyed. Your government leaders are lying to you. Leave the country. Missiles are on their way. No shelter can provide safety." It was signed the Revolutionary Guard.
Benjamin Netanyahu. They killed his brother. They struck the home of Ben Gvir.
I don't stand with Iran. I don't give a fuck.
Seriously wounded, may
Just
not
so everybody
survive.
knows.
Iran is going to start to take out the totality of Israel's leadership. This is the reality of this conflict. Israel played the regime change game. It's going to be the Israelis that are going to be paying the highest price. The Iranians are no longer wearing kid gloves. They've taken them off, and they're coming in bare knuckle.
They're reporting it. This is interesting. I looked it up as soon as you said it. The BBC is reporting it as Ben Gvir was in a car accident last night. Does that surprise you?
You know, they can report it any way they want. We know that his home is on fire. Maybe he crashed his car into his house.
Israel just told its own citizens something no government ever wants to admit. We can't protect you anymore. Not stay alert. Not follow shelter procedures. Not the usual government language that sounds reassuring while meaning nothing. Israel's official emergency system sent a message to 7 million people that translates into plain English as this: "Our early warning network has been destroyed. We can't guarantee we'll detect incoming missiles in time to warn you. You need to figure out your own survival from here."
And see, this is the thing too, is that this is what happens when you expect people to, and you rely on them and expect them to help you for nothing. For nothing. The reason we support Israel is because a bunch of people that own some of the most largest corporations in our country are liberals, and they're also Jews. It's funny. I think that we should get rid of dual citizenship too as well. If you have allegiance to another country, then you're not welcome here. That's how I look at it. I don't have anywhere else to go. This is my country. You can have two? I don't think so. Get the fuck out, Jack. If you claim citizenship somewhere else, nope, sorry. Nope, you're not welcome here. Sorry. You can be an American, or you can be an Israeli or Iranian or Australian or African or fucking Brazilian or Argentinian, or you can be an American. That's it. Sorry. No birthright citizenship here. Sorry. For people that were not of this country and born here by accident. Because we all know about all the Chinese operations, and they were shipping them over here in shipment containers, already pregnant. Okay. This is fucking crazy. Now we're in a war. Okay. You just saw that there. I'm not going to go over the list of things that I have here because it's all pretty basic shit. All stuff that I've already covered. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Several attacks had hit Sudan, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and others. So in that whole the whole Persian Gulf they're always been fucking fighting there forever. You got look at history. Look at the Greeks, the Persians, they've all been fighting in that area for fucking forever. It was the Persians, it was the Jews, and it was the Persians. There's the Greeks, the Babylonians. I mean, they've fucking all been, you know what I mean? And Babylonia, I believe, is modern day Iraq. Would what be today known as modern Iraq? Okay, Iran is modern day, or Iran would be modern day Persia. You see what I'm saying? And the Jews, they're wanderers, you know? They don't know. I mean, the state of Palestine, Jerusalem or Israel is the size of fucking New Jersey, but it was given to Rothschild. I think it was Joseph Rothschild, one of them. Anyways, and it was given to him as an estate. So, I mean, and somebody in a family known for funding both sides of the wars. I mean, let's just think about this here. These people think they're the chosen people. I opened up the show, a cold start with that. And what this is just the tip of the iceberg. I got more. Let's get through it. Yeah. Yes, birthright citizenship should be banned. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I mean, we're the only people that really fucking allow it. I don't know why. It really blows my mind. But anyways, you know, look at what it's going to happen with us. And obviously, we're in a government shutdown, which is a load of shit. We shouldn't be in a government shutdown. But it really doesn't matter because everything that Trump wanted to get funded got funded in the one big, beautiful bill. So the government can be fucking shut down. It's already off. Everything that he wants is already funded. So now it's on the Demis, which they can't even get out of their own way. Their approval ratings are fucking shit. Even with the online censorship that you just mentioned, Red. Even with it. It's just, we can't protect you anymore. Sorry, guys. Yes. Yeah, I did notice that. Yep. I did know that. I follow this shit. I follow how to be a content creator. Well, and I got to, try to not be too toxic about it. I'm trying not to be. This is all just obvious stuff. This is my opinion too. And many other people have the same opinion that I do. This, like the getting involved with these wars. Okay. My opinion is it's bullshit. And I don't think that we should be fighting for other countries. Even if we weren't fighting for Israel, when we were over in Afghanistan and people that I graduated with went over to Afghanistan and fought over there. I said no then. I'm going to say no now. I don't want war. I don't want to bother other people. I want to be a warrior in a garden. I want people to look at us and be like, yeah, we're not going to fuck with them. We're not going to try to infiltrate them. That's what I see America as. A strong nation where we're one together as Americans. Okay? Everybody has their own individual lives, but when push comes to shove, we can all band together, kick ass, and fucking chew bubblegum, baby. The good old USA, not Israel. Sorry, is that too toxic for you? I hope not. It's the honest truth. And this is why they use censorship. It's like what I was talking about, that live debate that I was talking about just a couple minutes ago. With a guy, they were literally trying to yell over him while he was trying to have an open discussion. Live censorship. Yeah, dude. Fucking A, dude. Kick ass and chew bubble gum. And guess what? I ain't got no bubble gum left, baby. I'm ready to go. Thank you for being here with me right now, guys. And that's what I got to say for the handy news. When disaster hits, you don't want excuses. You want action and peace of mind. And emergency storable food from My Patriot Supply does just that, delivering over 2,000 calories a day in 8 hearty varieties, good for over 25 years. That's 25 years of protection for when the stinky stuff hits the fan. So scan the QR code up in the corner or click the link down in the description and protect you and your family for when emergency strikes. All orders before 3 p.m. ships same day, and anything over $150 ships for free. Remember, calories equal energy, and energy equals survival. Be ready for anything before anything happens with My Patriot Supply. Now back to the show.
Controlling our government.
Israel controls us.
Israel is in control of our government. The government of Israel controls the United States.
Israel has run American foreign policy for 30 years.
It feels like we're just owned by Israel, and we just never knew it.
Israel first.
Israel first. Israel first. This really is an Israel first administration.
Israel.
Israel.
AIPAC, I'm coming to tear your kingdom down.
Yes, and I agree with that 100%. And no, that wasn't people speaking in the background. That's not why I was out. It's because I'm just trying new things on the show. So I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment. Let me know if you do like it. But yeah, I mean, AIPAC should have to register as a foreign lobby. They should. They should not be allowed to be an American lobby group. Fuck that shit. They only look after themselves. They don't care. They just don't fucking care. You are goyim. You are shit. You are slaves. They laugh at you. This is not a joke. This is what these people believe. Look at the big bust that they had a huge documentary that got taken down all over the internet, where a guy did a documentary about the surge of Hasidic Jews in northern New Jersey. They just all of a sudden took over. Banned across the internet. Why? Well, this is why, right here.
Controlling our government.
Israel controls us.
Israel is in control of our government. The government of Israel controls the United States.
Israel has run American foreign policy for 30 years.
It feels like we're just owned by Israel, and we just never knew it.
Israel first.
Israel
Oh, we knew it.
Israel first. This really is an Israel first administration.
Israel.
Israel.
AIPAC, I'm coming to tear your kingdom down.
And I agree with that 100%. I'm not an AIPAC fan. Or what about this right here? This is riddle me this, Batman.
Zionist dream. I have been at Meta for almost 9 years.
I'm living out the Zionist dream. Listen very carefully.
I am living out the Zionist dream. I have been at Meta
Let's go.
for almost 9 years. We banned content claiming Zionists run the world or control the media.
You fucking guy. I got the same look, brother. I got the same look. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, dude, buddy. Let's rewind. Okay, and then we'll go back. We'll go back here. Okay, we're going to start at the beginning. Okay, everybody shake off the dumb, because I know everybody here that's watching the show and is going to be watching the show, you're all dumber for this now, and I'm very sorry for it. Think about how many times I had to watch it. All right, well, actually, I only watched I lived the Zionist dream, and I'm like, I have to keep this. This is going to be too good. Let's go.
I am living out the Zionist dream. I have been at Meta for almost 9 years. We banned content claiming Zionists run the world or control the media.
If I rule the world.
Say that again, but slowly.
This is the problem. And they don't care, though. They don't care that you know. They don't care about the time in 1967 during the 6th day of the war. Israel, and this is the U.S. The USS Liberty incident that happened during Vietnam, I believe it was. Hold on. Well, I'll just read this to you real quick. During the 6th day 6-day war. Oh, 6-day war. Israeli forces attacked the U.S. naval intelligence ship, the USS Liberty, in international waters off of the Sinai Peninsula. I'm trying to think of where that is. It's probably because I'm pronouncing the word wrong, but it don't matter. Correct me if I'm wrong with my grammar. But the assault involved 3 airstrikes of napalm, machine gunnery, and torpedoes that killed 34 American crew members. Really, that's interesting, isn't it? Good to know. It's good to know that our greatest allies have got our back. You know, they're just locked right in, huh? And that's so nice to know that these individuals in 1967, that's not very long ago. We're not talking 100 years ago. We're talking like what, 80 years ago? 70 years ago, something like that? It just makes no sense. Nobody says anything about it, including sailors and Marines, and wounded 171 individual. Israeli claims it was a case of mistaken identity. Okay, they confused it with an Egyptian vessel. How many Egyptian vessels you know name their fucking ships USS Liberty? You mean to tell me you didn't know? Load of shit. Nobody says nothing. It's still one of those things you bring it up in like these open debates and these discussions, like when these intellectuals of our nation come out, like Turning Point USA, and political figures come out and they answer all these questions. You start bringing this shit up, they're like, duh. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. It's like fucking warfare to them. It's like guerrilla warfare. They're like, but I can't say anything bad because I'm going to lose funding for campaigning, because they fund both sides of the fucking war. They've been known for it. They've been known for stirring up the pot. They do it all the time. We have not had one peaceful encounter with these, and once they've become our allies, let's say. Nothing that we've done for them has gotten us anything but trouble. Let me ask you this question. If you go into 25 bars and you get kicked out of all 25 bars, who's the problem? I mean, I think that, the Brotherhood of the Traveling Doilies, I think they've got that locked down. Those people have been kicked out of a bunch of countries. That's why they had to start a fight just to get noticed. They're like, oh yeah, the Holocaust happened to us, so we need a piece of land right here, specifically right here. This piece of land right here. Because it was only 3 years after the Holocaust, which I'm not saying it was a very horrible thing. I don't think that people should be killed for their religion at all. Do I think it went down the way it happened? No, I don't. I don't think we're getting all of the story. Will we ever get the full story? Of course not, because you'll be shamed to think otherwise, but what you've been told by our Jewish overlords, which they do. It's true. Like I heard this the other day, which I agree with this statement 100%. When black people are like, the white man keeps us down, white people are like, the Jews keep the white man down, which is because they claim to be white, and then they'll go and be like, oh, we're not white. What are you talking about? We're Jewish. It's like, wait, what? Weren't you just saying you're white? Like, I watched Ben Shapiro argue with a black girl about not being white. She's like, what color are you, Ben? He's like, not white. Okay. Because your skin's the same color as your fucking eyebrows, buddy, because that's what seems to take over your face right now. Okay. You're like teen wolfing us right now. It's just, and people get upset about it, and we're not allowed to question. We're not allowed to say. We're not allowed to be poke the bear, if you would. Why would we want that? Because they don't want to lose funding. That's why. Because they don't want to lose funding. Let's watch Pierce Morgan. Watch him sweat in a hot box. And this guy right here, he's a thug. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but I just find that unbelievably offensive. And I'm not even Jewish. Again, there is clear evidence that 6 million people, almost predominantly Jewish, were killed in the Holocaust. 12 million were killed by the Nazis in total. They were a genocidal monstrosity, the Nazis, who wanted to eliminate the Jewish people. And they tried extremely hard to do that.
You said 12 million were killed?
The Nazis killed 12 million people in World War II. 6 million were killed in
You said 12?
6 million were killed in the Holocaust. Or do you not believe that either?
Okay. I mean, Jews have killed far more Christians. Well, Jews have killed far more. Let's just accept the 6 million figure. Jews have killed far more Christians than that. I mean, it's not even close. If you look at the Bolshevik genocide, you look at the Holodomor, I mean, they've killed way more Christians. I mean, they basically invented the genocide. So, they denied the Armenian genocide. Israel denies that. They've lobbied the U.S. to deny that. I'm Armenian. They killed half of my people, so,
Oh, yeah, nobody
I'm not
wants...
offended by that. If somebody questions that, it's not some crazy thing. I mean, Israel denies the Armenian Holocaust. Okay.
It sounds to me, Dan, like you do actually hate Jewish people.
No, I believe that Jewish supremacy is the greatest threat to the world today. I look at what they're doing in the media. They're pushing this transgender nonsense. I mean, and they did it in Germany. The first transgender clinic was opened by a Jewish guy.
Really?
And I don't like this perversion pushed on our children. I don't like the fact that 9-year-olds are reading about homosexual acts. I don't like that drag queens are reading them in schools. I don't like that Kamala Harris wants to pay for sex changes in prison so that men can turn into women and women can turn into men. And I don't like the fact that he's putting in, men into women's prisons.
Who likes that? No one should like that. That's crazy. Let's go to the comments real quick. Buddy, I'm not playing around. Now listen, the math isn't mathing. And this is 100% true. They killed the number one Christian. Okay? All because he didn't come down and favor them. Because they were supposed to be helping everybody. They were supposed to be teaching everybody to live by God's rule, not ruling over the people. And they didn't like that Jesus came in and said, you guys are all assholes. Sorry. Well, in layman's terms, he didn't say it like that, but he was also very stern and harsh with them. If you read the Bible, which I highly recommend you should, okay, Jesus was no pushover. And the Pharisees and the scribes, they did not like it. They did not like him at all. That's why they killed him. Or let's say they didn't. They conspired. And then they paid Judas, the Iscariot, the turncoat himself. And then later on, guess what? That 30 pieces of silver he sold out Jesus for, well, he died by that same silver. And they poured it in his mouth and eyes. So, It's funny how it is. It's funny how the same behavior is now, except for they can't go and kill you, so they'll censor you by owning everything you have. Oh, you're not following community guidelines? Well, that's too toxic. We can't have that out here in our community. We can't have the truth out here. We can have our truth, but we can't have the truth. We can't have people speaking freely and speaking their mind freely, even though we'll go out and we'll say, till we're blue in the face that we are purveyors of free speech and truth. I'm sorry, didn't you just get caught and openly admitted that the White House pressured you during the COVID years to censor anything negative about COVID or the election? I mean, didn't that just happen? Man, it's kind of crazy. Facebook, same thing. There's that lady. We just watched a lady openly admit she is a Zionist. And she is living the Zionist dream. Openly admitted it. Now, necessarily know why you feel like you have to take over the fucking world and own everything I have. What the fuck did I do to you? I just want you to live a happy, peaceful life in the land of the free, home of the brave. If you feel like you need to control me, then you can get the fuck out, buddy. I don't have anything for you, and I don't want anything from you. Except for you to fucking get out. That's it. I don't have any. The well is dry. Sorry. This calf is not golden anymore. It's time to move forward onto a better America. One without a giant fucking leech sucking the life from it. $18 billion a year of your money. Meanwhile, your cars are being trashed by the roads. Meanwhile, our kids, though, they can't even fucking read. People are dying left and right from fentanyl overdoses. I mean, but yet we have to care about somebody over in the Middle East that thinks that they own all, they have some supremacy complex, and they think that they fucking own every little bit of everything that's around them. And all they really want Gaza for is to open it up into beachfront fucking properties. That's what they want. They don't want a two-state solution. They want a one state. We want it all. They don't want any, no. They don't want to share. Obviously, look at the damage they've done here. They won't admit it, obviously. Well, what do you mean? We're Americans. Are you? If shit hit the fan, would you stay here and help fix it? No, you'd bail. You've even admitted it. There are many of them come out and admit it. Okay, things go wrong. Well, I have a backup plan to go live somewhere else after I just fucking sucked the life and fuck everybody else. No, and if you believe that and you think like that, whether you're Jewish or not, then fuck you too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, neurodivergent. Yeah. Seriously. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good job. Nice wordplay. Anyways, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. You want me to be okay? You're there with hat in hand when anything goes wrong, and we have to support you. Fisticuff no matter what, or we're anti-Semitic? On what grounds do you get to call us that? You live here in America. Why don't you take your moils and your foreskin and your little hats and go fight your fucking problem? Go live it over there. Why does it have? I just don't understand. That's the problem. And none of you can explain it to me on why I or the American people, because we are a collective. And if you think that we as Americans should go and fight other people's wars, you are a problem. And that doesn't mean just Israel's wars. That means anybody's fucking fights. Any of them. I don't want any of them at all. We send 18-year-old kids over to die for what? For what? Are we really looking out for their best interest? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Always want to know what you're thinking. Back to this video. Sorry, I went on a little rant there.
Rapists into women's prisons because they identify as women. It's just nonsense. I don't like, men beating up women in boxing and sports. I think it's all nonsense, and I think it's leading to a degradation of moral fiber.
Yep,
and
me too, bud.
If left unchecked, I think it's going to ruin the world.
But again, you're blaming Jewish people. Why?
Because they're pushing this.
What do you mean they're pushing it? What are you talking about?
Well, they're controlling the media. The DEI is being pushed by BlackRock. BlackRock's execs are all Jewish.
Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, said this himself. You change behavior through policies. The WEF would talk about it all the time. All the time. Klaus Schwab would say, we'll have nothing and like it. Which, by the way, Klaus Schwab's dad was a Schnazi. Yeah, he was. It's crazy, isn't it? It's funny. It's funny how all the social engineers of the world all had ties to this one place that we hate so much. George Soros, who is also a Jew, worked for the Nazis. Well, I had to do what I had to do. Okay, good for you, bud. So you give up your own fucking people? You're a piece of shit in my eyes. Did you have to go in their house and steal all their gold too there, Georgie boy? And then what he did was he used it as a crutch. Well, I had no other choice. I would have died. Well, I would have fucking died on my feet and living on my fucking knees like a goddamn coward. How many governments have you taken down, George? It's funny. It's funny. Don't worry. You'll meet your maker one day. Where you're going, it's not going to be fucking nice. And your son, he's going to be right behind you. This isn't a joke. This is a real thing. These people really do control all this shit. I'm not saying this to get a rise out of people. I'm saying this because it's fucking true. Here, this is a long video. I got another long video. I'm going to show you that one. He just keeps pointing out more and more facts. Here's another one that's even more in depth. It's a little bit more lengthy, but since I'm running close on time, here's one. This one will blow your fucking wits out.
That was controlling and telling our government to shut down small businesses and what they recommend for the mandates of the vaccines and Pfizer and all this. The director of the CDC was Rochelle Walensky, dual citizenship with Israel. She's a Jew. Deputy director of the CDC, Ann Shawalchik, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC chief of staff, Sherry Berger, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC chief medical officer, Mitchell Wolf, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC director of the Washington office. This is pertinent to the topic. Yeah, this is pertinent to COVID. So director of the CDC.
And listen, you know, look at Rabbi Shmuley, who's a big purveyor over here. He actually owns an LGBTQ sex shop over in Israel. These people are secular. What they're not people of morality. It's crazy. Like I just last week talked about how they friggin' found them underneath in tunnels in New York City. They were digging in tunnels without permits, nothing. There is a Jewish mafia too, by the way. They just arrested a ringleader over in Jerusalem. Guess what? Had the moils and everything. Dressed exactly how you think a Jewish mafia, the most stereotypical thing you'd ever think. Fucking fuzzy hat, moils, all the shit. Okay. The little curly cues that hang down. Let them out. I got to let them air out in the summertime. Because here in the Middle East, the sand is just so brutal on my hair. Fucking A, dude. And it's exhausting, you know? And again, like if you want to come here to be American, be American. But it's almost like every Jew is like a double agent for the Jewish people. Just my opinion. Leave yours in the comments. Let's go.
Of the Washington office, Jeff Resnick, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. COVID SAR, Jeff Zaints, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. COVID senior advisor, Andy Slavitt, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Assistant of Health Secretary for Human Services for our country, the Assistant of Health.
And then, oh, look at that. Oh. This is RFK's successor. Or no. Yeah, successor. Right? Yeah, I think I'm using it in the proper context. If not, whatever. I'm sorry. This is the person that was Health and Human Services before the director. This right here, transgender individual, Jew.
Secretary Rachel Levine, transgender, dual citizenship with Israel.
Yes, Jew. I'm going to ask that you hold off, Christopher.
And every time you start pointing out facts and real things that make people feel uncomfortable, this is what they do. They just start, I'm sorry, excuse me, this is inappropriate. No, it's appropriate. Why is it inappropriate? What the fuck? What's the problem here? What is this not a public forum? Am I not allowed to talk about this at the public forum? Well, we have rules here at the public. So is this not about the vaccines, or is it about or not? Can I continue, or what's going on here? That's what I would say.
The chair has ruled that your comments are out of order. She's asked you to stop.
How is it out of order?
The chair has...
He said Jew. There's nothing wrong with Jew. It's not derogatory.
Somebody want to give me a clue?
Again, Albert Bourla, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew.
Keep going, buddy.
Pfizer chief scientist Michael Dosted, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Moderna chief scientist Tal Zaks, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. BlackRock, everyone know BlackRock? BlackRock CEO.
That's fucking funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, buddy. You don't even know. It seems like either Ben Shapiro's head's getting smaller, right? Or his suits and hat are getting bigger. You know, it's like a status for them. His eyebrows keep getting bigger and bigger too. You notice that? How he like fucking mascaras his eyebrows? It's fucking gross.
CEO Larry Fink, dual citizenship with Israel. I said we're willing to sacrifice our ego, our reputation, and our lives. Yes, ma'am, and I love you, and I appreciate your patience. BlackRock President Rob Capitale, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. The CDC Chief Medical Officer of Johnson & Johnson, Joanne Waldstreicher, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Chief Medical Officer of Merck, Michael Rosenwald, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Head advisor of the World Economic Forum.
Wait.
Citizenship with Israel, Jew, and that's only talking about COVID. That's not talking about who's in charge of
Christopher, you need to stop.
About who's in control of the media or the banks. I can go on. God bless y'all. Thank you for your patience.
Well, the translators are gone.
That's a 16-minute video, guys. So I'm not gonna drag you through that whole thing. If you want to watch the whole thing with me, let me know in the comments, and I'll have a whole different episode for it, and we can do that. But I didn't realize it was 16 minutes long. So, and that's the most important part that I wanted to show you, is the dual citizenship is a problem. These people are not working for our best interest. If you're a dual citizen, you are not working for the best interest of our United States. I'm sorry, you're not. I'm not going to be a dual citizen from wherever fucking country my parent, Canada. Oh goddamn. So I'm definitely not going to be a dual citizen for Canada, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I love America. I love this country. And if I was from another country, I would only love that country. And if I didn't want to be in there and I came to America and they gave me permission to be a citizen in the land of the free, home of the brave, land of opportunity, America the beautiful, land that I love so very dearly, then I would most certainly take my shoes off at the door and forget wherever it is I came from. Because now I'm an American. That's exactly what I would do. I wouldn't be a dual citizen. It's the only place in the fucking world. We were just talking about it. Only place in the fucking world.
A war zone, the currency is worthless, the economy's destroyed, degeneracy is rampant, there's transgender stuff, licentiousness, prostitution.
There's transgender stuff back then?
Yeah.
When was...
That's why they were burning books.
Wow.
Those were the books they were burning.
Oh, I didn't. Wow. I'm just shocked there was transgender stuff back then.
And they were the pioneers in transgenderism, in early transgender surgeries, homosexuality, all that stuff. Like, it was all coming from Berlin. And that's what the book burnings were about. They were burning all these research books about transgender stuff because it was like morally repugnant. It's the same stuff that's going on today.
Everybody seems to forget about that. See, again, the winners only get to tell the history, right? Now, I'm not saying that what happened was horrible, But what was going on there was horrible too. And everybody, including the ADL and every other person out there that's like, hey, Jews could do no wrong. Didn't you know we lived through the Holocaust? Did you live through the Holocaust? You did? You did, really? Really? Wow, that's crazy. You look great for somebody that should be, you know, look like a fucking skeleton. Let's think about this. And this is exactly what they do. They'll be like, oh, you're a Holocaust denier? No one's denying that the Holocaust happened. Everybody's denying the actual facts that were given out and clearly stating most of the history, especially, the U.S. Naval Intelligence Analyst John Pollard was arrested in 1985. That's the year I was born. For passing hundreds of classified documents, including sensitive intelligence on Arab states and U.S. capabilities and other secrets to Israeli for over 17 months of information. For 17 months, he was giving it all up to the Israelis. What? For what? Israel obviously intentionally denied it, and they still to this day. Their involvement. Oh God! But then later admitted, well, maybe just a little bit. Sorry, we might have greased the wheels and paid him for some of the information then that we gave to somebody else to fuck with you. Man, you ever stepped on a piece of glass, like a little tiny sliver of glass, and then be like, man, why does my foot hurt? Israel? Anybody? To America? This is, again, they're going to try to pass a bill to get Israel more money because it's coming to an end. Support for Israel is coming to an end, especially after papers like this. And we just watched, what's his name? Nick, I can't remember his last name, but it doesn't matter what his last name is. Anyways, he's one of those people that are censored because he, doesn't accept the whole Jew thing. And I'm not saying that any of this stuff didn't happen. I'm not saying but what I am saying is that it's over. You don't have any right to be like, oh, people discriminate on and hate on each other all the fucking time. Other ethnicities are some of the most racist individuals on the fucking planet. Okay. Chinese are the worst. Okay. I'll tell you that. Chinese and Hindus, they are the fucking worst. So, and then we hear all the time, oh, well, Americans are racist and, blah, blah, blah. And even though we have laws that prevent people from being discriminated against, but yet racism such a fucking problem here in this country. Especially against the Jews. Oh, gosh. Oh, us. Oh, gosh. Why do they say that? So you don't notice that they fucking own everything. Well, it's not our fault. Well, wait, what? It's not your fault? Okay. All right. Whatever you got to say. All right. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. I just, again, I don't care that you live here. Be an American when you live here. Not an Israeli American, because I don't care that you're Israeli and you live here, because you shouldn't be Israeli if you are an American. So if you want to be Israeli or Palestinian or Mexican, Argentinian, Japanese, fucking Cambodian, whatever. You want to fucking live in Papua New Guinea, I don't give a fuck. Sentinel Island, good luck. Okay? That's why I say we send all liberals. But that's, that's for another conversation. Okay? Enough is enough. We spend way too much money on these individuals that do absolutely nothing but tell you that you can't say that about them. Saying that Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA was a anti-Semitic turn or dog whistle is what they like to call. What the fuck? Bibi Netanyahu come out. Oh, we had nothing to do with it. Shut up, Bibi. Your face looks like a fucking shaved monkey's ass. With your big ass fucking ears. Doesn't he look like he's always like licking black ink? Like his mouth on the inside of his mouth is always like black, like a fucking snake. It's weird. Must be what happens when your body is covered with skin and you're an actual devil on the inside. But you'll pay for your crimes, BB. For years. Oh, Iran, they have 70%. And we need to hurry up because if they bomb us, then we deserve it. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that out loud. If they bomb us, then it'll be a real problem for America. And Americans, all real Americans are like, how the fuck is that a problem for us? You little dirt farmer. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then all the donors are like, this is what we're talking about. And they're like, yes, we need to go over and start a fight with Iran because we're losing funding. Because everybody that owns everything here are the ones that donate to our politicians here. You see what I'm saying? So they're not actually in looking out for your best interest. They pretend to look out for your best interest. You see? Especially if all the donors are dual citizens. You see? So leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. And I will be right back after this, guys. When disaster hits, you don't want excuses. You want action and peace of mind. And emergency storable food from My Patriot Supply does just that, delivering over 2,000 calories a day in 8 hearty varieties, good for over 25 years. That's 25 years of protection for when the stinky stuff hits the fan. So scan the QR code up in the corner or click the link down in the description and protect you and your family for when emergency strikes. All orders before 3 p.m. ships same day, and anything over $150 ships for free. Remember, calories equal energy, and energy equals survival. Be ready for anything before anything happens with My Patriot Supply. Now back to the show.
Who contracted herpes from the oral part of the circumcision.
The what part of what?
Oral part of the circumcision. 2 of them died. The Centers for
Are you
Disease
fucking
Control
said what?
Find 11 babies who
Stop it. Okay. Try not to get upset, everybody. Let's go.
Herpes from the oral part of the circumcision.
The what part of what?
Oral part of the circumcision. 2 of them died. The Centers for Disease Control has stated the procedure is not safe.
Okay, save this because it's definitely going bye-bye. The baby sausages, they're taking them off with their mouth, and this is normal for them. This is the safest method.
Yep.
Not only is it a safe method, it's the safest method.
Rabbi William Handler.
Interesting that his name is Handler.
Calls this a direct
His
attack.
teeth are the color of fucking tobacco leaves. That guy's circumcising kids with his mouth. He probably smells like fucking chopped liver, dude, and a white fish. And chametz, because you know how they love that chametz.
On the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community and its customs, and says government is overstepping
disgusting.
its bounds.
Yeah, no, is it just...
It's just like when you say anything about Mohammed, right? And how he married a 9-year-old, you know. Look, that's what these Jews are doing. That's how you're overstepping your bounds. You can't tell us that we can't circumcise our kids with our mouths and give them herpes and stuff. What? That's fucking, oh man. We have religious beliefs. We have religious rights too, right? Fuck these kids. Who cares if they died? Look up the Hannibal Directive and how much the Israeli people care and the Jews care about other Jews. They don't, because they're like you're dying for, like, if they enact the Hannibal Doctrine, what happens is now you become a casualty for, you know, the brotherhood of the traveling doilies. And some moils and the hits. Yeah. Look it up. It's a Hannibal Directive.
Just me, or do you guys also want to attack?
Cantor Philip Sherman says he's performed more than 20,000 circumcisions, 6 just today.
20,000 circumcisions with his mouth. Yeah, the small little hits and the curly cues. Yeah. They're coming for you. They already own everything, so it don't matter. They're probably going to censor the fuck out of this video and copyright me or strike me for whatever, which I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you, because I'm allowed to say what, 20, Yep, absolutely, 100%. They say it's the cleanest way. Yeah, my brother Zach told me about it, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that sent me this video. So thanks, Zach, if you're watching.
He says this is not about Jewish tradition, but rather everyone's well-being.
Now, today, we know that germs can be transferred disease.
Everyone's well-being. So you mean cutting it off with a laser or surgical steel that you unpackage, that's been hermetically sealed and sterile? It's sterile in the fucking bag. Oh, God. Dude, my hemorrhoids are flaring so bad because of this shit.
Diseases can be transferred from the baby to the moil, from the moil to the baby.
I should never buy Gribnus from a moil. It's so chewy.
So
now I get that joke. Oh, man. Now I get that joke.
Continue this custom by using a sterile tube, a gauze
gross.
pad, and the rest of the bris is fine.
Oh, I know for a fact they're still doing this today. In one country, for sure. And you guys all know where that is. But this is the creepiest proof that I have ever seen that there's something seriously wrong with this. This is some seriously demonic stuff. Like, this would actually be some stuff you do at a ritual or something. So how can people just see this and pass it up and then say, we still need to support this?
Do you believe it is overblown, the schism in the Republican Party, over the idea of anti-Semitism and those who are claiming one person is and one person isn't?
We need Vegeta right now, dude.
I wish we could put that aside, and I wish that everybody would acknowledge the importance of that relationship.
Yes,
I
love that one.
As has been noted,
it's like one of my favorite sagas, the Frieza saga.
Scripturally based biblical reasons to support Israel, but even if you don't accept that,
Let's see what it actually says. So for obvious reasons, you're going to have to pause to read this.
Well, I'm not going to pause it to read it, but okay.
And this is the most important part right here. Now, if you look this up, it'll tell you it's only about certain ones, but it's actually about the ones that don't believe in Jay. It's about the ones that don't believe that Jay is the boss man. So what do the current ones think about Jay?
They believe in boiling and shit.
מה היו החטאים של ישו, והאם זה נכון שהוא בברכה של צער ותחת?
כן. הוא עבר עבירות קשות, מתחילה הוא היה סוטה.
כן, זה נכון שהוא כאילו לתמיד שם בצער ותחת בעולם הבא?
למה לא?
Boiling.
כן, מה יש?
Think Jesus.
Are you coming to the tree?
Yeah, I'm not going to play that, but it's, this is from the Tanakh right here. This is from what they read, the Tanakh. It's almost identical to Islamic faith.
But here's a video of C's in the country that we're supposed to support so much.
Whoa, whoa.
And just so you know, this is where a lot of your taxes go to.
And it's, it's true. Look at Tatum O'Neal or Officer Tatum. He's a, right-wing commentator, sold himself to, Bibi Netanyahu, and went over to Israel. They spit on him like fucking 3 times. He's like, yeah, they only spit on me like 3 times. And then Bibi came out and said, we don't treat this guy like this. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Bibi Netanyahu didn't say shit, dude. You took the fucking money. He didn't say shit about you, Tatum. It's fucking just ridiculous. But this is what they do. You know? What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to just sit here and take it on the fucking chin? That's it? Supposed to be like, oh yeah, this is an acceptable practice. Using your mouth to circumcise children, that's an acceptable practice. This is their real God right here.
I eat children. How old are you? 12. Oh, okay. Only to 10.
That's good.
Who owns Hollywood?
Children and pineapple. Children and pineapple.
What? Realized is we are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food.
There it is. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, let's go back here.
Aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food
we eat.
Can you tell us a secret about Steven Spielberg? He eats babies. Whole babies.
What? So this is one of Oprah's favorites. She says it's a miracle fountain of youth and her magic wrinkle cure. So I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I'd do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red? What's
so it's made from human foreskin.
Listen. I love Steve Harvey. I love him. I think he's a great man. I think he's a great influence for the Black community. You know, he I'm sure he grew up the way he grew up, whatever, he got out and everything. But I would lose my job as a commentator that day. You're rubbing foreskin on my hand. Not my foreskin, but somebody else's foreskin. Wait. Who else's foreskin? Will you tell us?
What? Did you get the whole cast?
That's when I would have grabbed that lady after she put that in my hand and told me it was foreskin. I would have taken my hand and I would have bitch slapped that lady so hard. And then I would have picked her up again and I would have grabbed that bottle of rejuvenating and I'd be like, you're going to look real young when I'm done using this on you. And I would have done boom, 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 boom. You fucking put what in my hand? You put what in my hand? It's like a video. I can't show it because I definitely will be getting a strike. A dude literally threw a handful of wet shit in a dude's face, mouth open. Like, boys will be boys, right? But like wet shit, threw it in his face, threw it, mouth open. Boop. Only here on the OTPH show. Ross Dale and Sex Appeal. Like, share, subscribe.
What? You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. What?
You want in a pancake is to have the consistency of young human flesh. It's spongy, it has life to it. You're with a guy with brightly colored undergarments, and you got soft human flesh in front of you.
What?
There's a synthetic form and there's a regular natural form, which is caused by torturing little kids to get their adrenaline up, essentially, and then extracting it from them.
What?
It's pretty fucking wild. You know, and let's, on top of all the conspiracy stuff here that we're talking about that keeps coming up, that they eat babies, who runs Hollywood? Just saying to you. There's a lot of Steens and Steins. You know what I mean? That's It's a lot of Rosencrantz. You know what I mean? Like, and let's think about the alleged sting operation that happened with they caught devices near the White House in 2019, and reports emerged that a cell phone surveillance device that was left or planted near the White House and other surveillance devices or in other sensitive DC locations over prior years, capable of intercepting calls, data. U.S. officials concluded that Israel agents were most likely the culprits of using this. These are the people that are saying that, you know, they're our friends. These people are our friends. No. And everybody spies on everybody. Let's not be naive about it, but let's call a fucking spade then. You know what I mean? And really persecute these individuals. Diplomatic immunity, my ass. You're fucking spying on me, bud. I give you $18 billion a year and you're fucking spying on me, Jack? I don't think so. It's time to cut the cord. It's time for little baby Israel to go and stand on their own little feet. Because in my opinion, America is tapped. We're done. The bank is fucking closed. And you're going to see, and they know that their support is dying. That's why they're scrambling. That's why they're pushing even harder than ever to censor speech like this. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe and tell everybody about the greatest fucking show on the internet, the OTPH show, Raw Steel, and fucking Sex Appeal. Because this is what we talk about this shit here. Okay? And we should be able to talk about this shit here without being punished or censored or shadow banned. Not saying anything hurtful. I'm saying fucking truth and what I think is fact or could possibly be fact. I never once said that anything that I'm stating besides what I'm reading right now is true, like these clips and videos. I just so happen to agree with some of the statements. I just so happen to agree with a lot of the stuff that's going on, and these people are making these comments. If they weren't true, what are you so upset for? Why are you trying to censor everybody? If it wasn't true, if it's not true, then why is everybody that tries to do it an anti-Semite? I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. I always want to know what you're thinking, but there should be discipline for this kind of stuff, this kind of backstabbing that happens here from this little tiny place that are supposedly our most trusted allies.
Whilst they tell us to our faces, but we are too brain dead to believe that this is really going on.
I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country, and we drain the blood and we mix it with a Passover bread, and then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own, and we grind up all the bodies in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets, and the people, they eat them for breakfast, they eat their children for lunch, and you know, us Jews, you know, we gotta do what we do. We send your kids to the public school. We even have you tax yourself from your property so that you never own your property. And so if you don't make your property tax, we're gonna take your property. You can bet on that. And we have you put your kid in a 12-year babysitting is about all it does, because you don't learn anything. And then by that time, the kids, they get to be teenagers, and then we give them the music. Not that we really want to call it music, because oy vey, that's not music. But they listen to that, and then they want to do what they want to do, and so we sell them drugs, and we make a lot of money off your children. Your children from cradle to grave. All we do is make money off of them. Your cattle, your goyim, the human cattle. Mazel tov.
They laugh at us whilst they tell.
Told you. I mean, am I lying? I don't know. Am I? I don't think I am. I mean, especially in NSO groups like Pegasus Software it's really developed, exported, approved, was used to hack phones in the U.S. department's officials, about a dozen in Africa in 2001, embassy workers and others. So they pretty much tap everybody's phone all the time. They spy on everybody and nobody says a fucking word to them, essentially, is what's happening. And it still goes on. Wait, it gets better. It gets better. But we're getting to our last two videos here. We're going to wrap it up. Sorry, it's been a little bit longer than normal, but Thursdays tend to be a little bit longer. Actually, last Sunday, man, that was a good show. Thank you guys so very much for being there. You guys make the show, especially when you're interacting with me and stuff. I love it. So make sure you keep talking to me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, you are the product. Yeah, I agree with that. There's a law. There's a law that says that McDonald's meat can have 6% human in it. Let me just put this fun fact out there for you. If McDonald's makes like one restaurant makes like 100,000 burgers, right? Even just one made 100, and then you have chain restaurants all throughout the world. There's not enough fucking cows, man. We're talking, this is the number one sold hamburger in the fucking world. There's not enough cows, bud. I mean, you just heard them. They love McDonald's is their favorite. They love it. I wonder who the CEO of McDonald's is. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. I always want to know what you're thinking. And listen, this is speculation too as well, because there's no real definitive proof, or is there?
We've been doing this for thousands of years, since down to Adam's time. We take the children of our enemy, which is the white race, and we bring them to the basements in the synagogues, where we drain the blood and watch them die there. We mix it with the Passover bread, and so we eat the blood of our enemies. And the bodies, we give them to the slaughterhouses, and those are pounds and pounds and pounds of meat that we grind up in the sausage and the hamburger, and that's why we made those the most popular things, sausage for breakfast and hamburger for lunch. And so all the goyim out here are really eating their children. And even when we say this outright and tell you people, you
There's
don't
that word
believe it.
again. There's that word again there. Where's that? There's that word again there. Goyim, cattle. How they really think too. I have another video for, I think I'm going to show it on Sunday, where one of these First Amendment auditors gets in a fist fight with one of these Hasidic Jews living here in America. So, I mean, but I have one specifically of a Jewish man, hat, moils, and all, trying to fight a First Amendment auditor. You know, trying to call him anti-Semitic, all different types of stuff. We'll talk about it this Sunday. Thank you very much for being here with me this evening. Or actually, holy shit, it's to the end of the show. We're coming up to our last video. And before I show you our last video, I just want to say thank you so very much for liking, watching, loving everything that we do here at the OTPH show. You know, raw steel and sex appeal, gravy train on biscuit wheels. So get on board, because we're a movement that's going to the top with your love and support. And thank you so very much for all of your love and support. Best way to support the show, scan the QR code up in the corner. Best way to help the show for free is to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and let YouTube know that you love this kind of content. And thank you to My Patriot Supply for sponsoring tonight's live stream. And like I always say, love your neighbor, love your family. Most importantly, love you. You can't love the other two without you. I love you. God bless you. And fucking God bless America, baby. And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, guys. Get out of here, you fuck.
Comrades of the whiskered nation, for too long mice have gnawed at our pantries, stolen our crumbs, spread their filth through our alleys. They creep in shadow, living off the labor of honest nation. Comrades of the whiskey.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, man. That's too good. That's too good. Listen, if you got a dark sense of humor like I do, you really appreciate this one. Thank you guys again. Love your neighbor, love your family. Most importantly, love you. Can't love the other two without you. I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, guys.
Comrades of the whiskered nation, for too long mice have gnawed at our pantries, stolen our crumbs, spread their filth through our alleys. They creep in shadow, living off the labor of honest nation. Comrades of the whiskey.
When disaster hits, you don't want excuses. You want action and peace of mind. And emergency storable food from My Patriot Supply does just that, delivering over 2,000 calories a day in 8 hearty varieties, good for over 25 years. That's 25 years of protection for when the stinky stuff hits the fan. So scan the QR code up in the corner or click the link down in the description and protect you and your family for when emergency strikes. All orders before 3 p.m. ships same day, and anything over $150 ships for free. Remember, calories equal energy, and energy equals survival. Be ready for anything before anything happens with My Patriot Supply. Now back to the show.